Hey, the podcast is... Oh, it's not started yet, but it's about to start. Okay, we're on there now, so that's fine. For the Highlander tournament of the Shadow Webster League. I think... Are you doing the commentary, Fnjord, did you say?
Yes, I'm here now.
Excellent. So... Shall we begin? I'm all ready to go. Do you want me to start the match? It's myself. Sorry, just as a bit of an intro. It's the Shadow Webster League. If you should check it out at coachshadow.com. We do some unique sort of tournaments. At the moment, we're going to be doing a Highlander tournament, which is basically we've fired all our players apart from one, and we're going to have a journeyman accompanying us. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll start the match now. Sending the invite. My opponent is Dionysus or Dionys? Dionysus is like the god? How do you say it?
Yeah, it's the Dionysius. But
Dionysius.
Just Dio or Dion for sure.
Dion, that's good. And he's going to be playing Wood Elves, so... Okay, I've sent you the invite, Dion, so we should be ready to rock and roll. No inducements either, we're not allowed inducements. Let's quickly look at the rules, just so I don't mess it up, because I was looking at it earlier, just thinking, I'm going to foul. I know I'm going to foul by accident and realise I shouldn't be doing that. So, any fouling or use of banned stadium enhancements will result in automatic forfeiture of the match. Okay. So, that's not good, so let's not do that. You can also only score while your Highlander's on the pitch. Are you gonna... sorry, I think just wait for the... Oh, that's fine, and... That's about it, really. Oh, banned stadium enhancements are... Magician's Shop and Referee Rest Area. If you have those enhancements, you're not allowed to use them.
So you can only score while your Highlander is on the pitch, is that correct?
That's correct.
Have you had any clarification what happens if you have, for example, scored 3 goals and then you lose your Highlander like for a missing next game? Does those 3 scores still stand at the end of the game?
I believe so.
Does it count like 0?
I believe so. You'd have to ask Shadow Webster, but my reading of the rules is that would still stand, I believe, yeah. Are you able to watch this? Can you see this? Can you see what's going on, Fnjord? Sorry, I never thought about that.
Nah, I'm just searching the Cabal right now, so...
Oh, bless you.
Give it a few seconds and it's going to show up.
Okay, that's fine. We'll go nice and slow. Okay,
It's always a bit slow in the beginning, especially when you didn't do the inducements. The games don't show up that fast.
Yeah. Rules become interesting if you actually manage to kill the Highlander, but that's a whole separate story. But killing opposing Highlander is an automatic win, and the opponent's eliminated from the tournament. Apothecaries may attempt to save, though. So, I'm going to just let the whole thing roll through the intro. There is special rules about Highlander misses next game injuries, but we don't need to worry about that at the moment. That's something we need to look at. But just for the sake of completeness, if a Highlander receives a miss next game injury, the coach must still play his next game. The only game results they can earn is either a tie if the opposing coach does score, or not. If the opposing coach does, I presume that means doesn't score, or an automatic win if the opposing Highlander is killed. If both teams have an MNG during the normal season, then both teams receive a tie. Okay, there you go. That's exciting, isn't it?
Specify what actually happens if your Highlander is to get killed, turn 5 to step back.
We'll Shadow Webster. It's exciting. Can I post a Twitch link? If you found the Twitch link, Fnjord, could you post that on the whatever that application is that we use? Can't call it anything. Is that okay? It's cheeky of me.
Yeah.
Discord. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose to receive the ball because I'm offensive Norse. That's what we do. We receive the ball. With our many journeymen. Actually, it's going to be fun. I'm actually quite stoked about this. I think it's going to be quite fun.
Just the amount of block you have is insane.
Well, that's why I chose them. That's why I chose them. I knew that they would be good. It was either going to be Norse or dwarves, because I read the rules and thought, yeah, it's the journeymen's are going to be where it's at, man. Journeymen are where it's going to be at. And then I thought, I want something that can actually pick. I want some journeymen that can actually pick up the ball, because if I'm gonna, do you know what I mean? If we're dwarves, it's like, So I thought journeymen that can pick up the ball. I thought Wolves have got. I thought journeymen are going to be replaced every game as well. So I thought, well, it doesn't matter. They've got AV7. They are really just fodder. They are so much fodder.
And now I can see the game, so that's always nice.
Awesome. If you, and you're able to post it onto Discord, you think? Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry to be so demanding.
I'm just trying to catch up here. Just my stream was a bit behind. I think I'm all caught up right now. You seem to be setting up your players. So we have War Dancers versus an Oath Burner, or we call them an Oath from now on because their name is very annoying to pronounce.
Right.
And I'm saying that as a Swedish guy.
Absolutely. What is the kickover? Who wants to? Oh, I must remain in the previously chosen setup. That's a bit annoying. Well, your Highlander's a bit easy to spot, so that's good. With his AG5. AG5? Sidestepping? Filthy.
So just coming into this new tournament here, what's your feelings? Do you think it's going to be about killing Highlanders or about scoring? What do you think is going to be the deciding factor in this tournament?
I'm strongly suspecting that we're going to need to... Oh, do I have to... Is it me? No. Oh, sorry. I get to... What do I get to do? Oh, you just didn't change your setup. Is that all? Sorry, I was too busy trying to look on Discord. That was foolish of me then. I think it's going to be about... I seriously think it's going to be about... see what happens here. Oh, I'm not allowed to foul. Stupid... Oh, okay, I'll live with that anyway. I suddenly forgot. I suddenly thought I'm not going to be able to foul after this because I was going to foul him if he got in the way. It's typical. I was still trying to play like my standard kind of Norse plays. It's not great. Oh, dear.
It's going to be very interesting to see how all these blocks and everything are going without any re-rolls.
I know, yeah.
But of course, the Norse team here has an advantage when it comes to that because they at least have block.
That's the theory.
That's something.
It's definitely my theory.
I don't think we're allowed to post in our other leagues the Twitch for this one. I'm sorry for that, but if I read the rules correctly, no links to any other tournaments or leagues or anything.
So want to lay in a foul. So want to lay in a foul, but I'm not going to be allowed to. It's not fair. Oh. There we go.
It's going to be interesting to see how Chase plays without fouling. I've never seen Chase play without at least fouling 15 times in one game.
This is going to go horribly wrong. Loner into the middle of a cage. Yeah, bound to work. Go for it, Loner. Go for it. Yeah.
So for anyone watching this that have no idea what's going on, I mean, there's something that's going to be hard in this tournament, and that's you're going to probably be picking the ball up with the loner. You're going to be blocking with loners. You're going to be going for it with loners. You are going to basically be doing everything with loners, and that's going to create some interesting situations.
Yeah.
Especially with you know, a lot of the T-plus dodger powers and having to trust the loner. It is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah,
Okay,
what I
with
think we'd see is people are not gonna protect their loners that well. I mean, usually with Elf team, especially with Elf, you're gonna dodge out at the end of the turn. But I don't think we're gonna see that much of those heavy dodging actually in our games. But let's see.
I have no desire to protect any of my loners. They are all expendable. Apart from the one carrying the ball right now. He has a purpose to life. He can die next half.
Yeah, and we can't hire any more of these loners.
No, exactly.
After. That's worth mentioning too. So even if, I mean, the SPPs and everything, it just doesn't matter. Nothing matters with these loners.
No, they are just instant fodder.
So we are seeing the elves move up here. And we're probably going to see a lot more marking from these elves than are usually the case here. Some contact. because making the opponent roll as many dice as possible is very advantageous here.
Good idea. Oh no, what's going on there? That's shocking. Outrageous.
And here we have it. The Highlander in the Widow team here
Is causing me
and
annoyance.
He wants to live forever. And he is an AG5 Strength 4 War Dancer with Leap and sidestep and tackle. I mean, this is a beast. It's a beast.
It is.
And of course, the Highlanders are more apt of using the reroll, so picking up the ball in a case like this is not that hard, actually.
Wow. No! Elf. I was going to say. Well, I'm going to say it. Elf shit. That's what that is. That's elf shit. Right there.
So the Widows have grabbed the ball with one of the loners here. And right now they are trying to create some kind of screen, I think.
Yeah. Some kind of elf hedge for Wood Elves. Bound to be. That's some elf shit right there. I'm liking it though. It's quite funny. I expected nothing else, obviously. Oh dear. Right. What am I supposed to do with that? I ain't dodging much with these Norse.
And here we have the predicament that the AG3 teams are going to face, because especially when your star player don't have an high agility, like agility 2 or 3, he's not really getting to the ball if there's a screen or anything.
No.
And leaves you with dodging with your AG3 players with no rerolls to
We just want to hurt elves. That's what we want to do. We're not doing it, but we want to hurt elves. We want to hurt elves a lot. We want to hurt them for their elf stuff. Bound to work. Nah. Perhaps a more useful use of this player would be to do that. Yeah, let's do that. That was also really stupid. Never mind. Now I look at it, that was actually really stupid. We'll go with it.
So what is Norse team gonna do here? Are they gonna go? We're trying to injure that.
One dice block's bound to work. One dice block's bound to work. Elf bullshit. Elf bullshit. Let's deal with the elf bullshit first. Let's push him back.
Oh, and we're not seeing a block on the Highlander here.
You will in a minute.
We're seeing some contact on the ball carrier though, and he has freed up some more guys to get there.
It's not very good.
Block at least.
Far from ideal. That's all I can say. Let's kill the Highlander. No, we can't do that. Has it got another strength upgrade? Of course it has. I didn't even pay attention to that. That was foolish of me. Oh no. Let's see if the reroll works. Of course it didn't, because I'm a loner. Your loner managed to pick things up with 50%.
And no one cares.
No one cares at all. Oh, but sad but true. Sad but true. No one cares. I'm a bit worried about my Highlander now. All of a sudden, this has gone horribly wrong, very quickly.
Well, if you're playing one of the more bashed teams here, this would be a very bad situation for you. It's not looking too good, but yeah, he survived, and there's no fouling as you mentioned before. But it looks like the elves are about to score.
It does look like the elves are about to score. This is true. Elf bullshit. So I'm calling it, that's fine. But good. That was really good play, though. I'm really impressed.
Thought I might just add everyone to the Twitch announcement
Oh, yeah, yeah.
there in the Discord and see if people actually join us.
We
don't
do
really
have
the...
We have four people on Twitch at the moment. 4 people watching, which is great.
Yeah,
Girdley, there can be only
I'm
one.
one of them, so 3 more.
3 more, yeah. Girdley says there can be only one. Well, that makes me happy. Loner, come on, Loner. Loner it, Loner it. Go on, Loner it. No, of course not.
And the dodge has failed. Are we gonna see a double one? No, we're not seeing a double one after that one.
Be nice. From my perspective, obviously.
And we should really thank Coach Shadow here for putting this tournament
totally.
together. I think it's gonna be great fun. I think we're gonna see some very fun plays and some very, very amusing games.
I think so too.
So, the Norse are basically in the same position they were in turn before. Still have to dodge out with their guys to actually do anything. I have actually one option here, which is exactly what the Norse are opting for. That didn't really work out. Oh, and we have armor break. That's only a stun.
It is sadly only a stun. Interesting. It's not great. Not many green options.
As you would expect, the Highlander is decently protected back there. And the Norse is of course not the fastest team, so they didn't have a problem here to actually catch up with the ball carrier. But of course there's always the option in this tournament to actually go after the Highlander, so...
Yeah, seems like a plan. And it's probably what I'm gonna... Ooh, no, it's gonna be bad with the frenzying and everything else, but...
And the commissioner has joined the Twitch here. And
Oh, hi,
saying,
Shadow, yeah.
hello everyone, Shadow. The Norse are valiantly trying to reduce the numbers of the elves here, but of course it doesn't work because AV7 is the same as AV22 in this game sometimes.
Well, yeah, there is something to be said for that. Can't foul! Wanna foul? Can't do. Come on, let's do it. It's gonna go horribly wrong.
One thing is true. Yeah, now we're gonna see that.
Oh, there we go. This
Yeah,
is
there
going
we
to go
go.
horribly wrong.
I'm
probably going to. I'm probably going to die.
wrong.
I'm probably going to die from attacking him. I'm sure. None of that's good. None of that is at all good.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we'll go with that. That's better. It's not ideal because it doesn't get me on the ball, but it'll do. I don't really like the other options. And let's go with that.
So we got a pretty safe score here.
I'm pretty resigned to the score, yeah.
And I'm very surprised actually. Oh yeah, of course we're gonna see the carry off here because we want to level up those Highlanders. And that's a 1.
Oh.
These elves don't like to handle the ball, and
Oh
that's
my
a double
word.
1. And that opens up options for the Norse team here. What a turnaround. And that's what greed gets you. Greed is never a good thing in Blood Bowl.
Oh my word.
And
Oh my
One thing
word.
that's probably going to be a bit different from in this league is that we're not going to see that much guard. Usually we'd at least see a few guard pieces in a team, but I don't think many Highlanders has taken guard on their star players here. What are the Norse gonna do? They are quite a slow bunch.
They are
They can get a few players up to the ball.
Yeah. We can get a few players onto the ball. I was actually trying to find contemplating some way to surf him, which isn't going to happen. But
That's going to be quite hard.
it's going to be quite hard. I've just worked it out. It's not only quite hard with this sidestep and everything. It's almost impossible. So we won't be doing that. But yeah, let's pull the players down.
And of course you see the marking of the ball here. Probably gonna see a few more guys move up before the blitz.
The ball is currently secure, but now they must grab it.
The marking of the ball option is not great. Yeah.
And because the loners, of course, you're always afraid of doing that, going for it.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared to death of doing the go for it, if I'm honest.
I would say that probably the elf teams have a edge in if their Highlander can survive. Because they have faster players, they have the AG4. So it's gonna be an interesting tournament, that's for sure. Yeah, and Shadow Webster here, he's saying reroll management is the key to this tournament. Hopefully no Highlander dies by a rock and an apple fail will have gotten security gate and permitted security gate. Because that thrown rock can really end this tournament for
I can do elf bullshit. Yeah, let's do it. No, I can't. Let's see if we can do it. Reroll management, let's not bother.
And the reroll fails,
Oh,
and the ball goes in a very bad spot.
That's put things in a terrible position. Well, that was foolish to say the least, but never mind. But fun. Wow.
Oh, and we see another fail to cap here, but are we going to see a fail one? No, we don't.
No, we don't.
And we see a touchdown. And
Well
it's
done, Dion. Well done, Dion.
Star of the team. And he's aptly named after his coach. He has been terrible with the ball handling in this game, and let's hope for Dion here that, or what did you prefer to be called? Dio? Dio? Dio. Yeah, let's hope for Dio's sake here that his ball handling skills work out, because if he plays like this the rest of the tournament, this is going to be a hard game. It's going to be a hard tournament for these elves.
Don't want to get it back.
And he's even named after the Greek god of wine.
And drunken revelry, perhaps. Perfect. Who wants to live forever get a T-bone? That's outrageous.
So the Norse have 4 turns to move up the pitch here.
Mighty Blow's working really well for me today. That's my thing. Okay, I'll go with that. But no one cares, like you said before.
It seems like once you break armor in this game, you kill the player. I mean, there's some real hatred between these teams. Question everyone's asking is, are the Norse attacking secret weapons here or something?
No, but yes. But no.
And that's a double solo.
No.
That makes it very hard for the Norse team here to score.
It does.
They still have the loners to pick up the ball. They basically lost the turn of ball movement there.
And no reroll to pick the ball up when the loners fail to pick it up. Oh well. We're getting mauled by elves, which is it's my own fault, obviously. Well, and Dio's excellent play. I think is more to the point.
And here we have the elves. Of course, they are all AG4, so they're all scoring threats. So they're gonna move up there. They're fast, and they're gonna try to get to the other side of the pitch. Quite surprised with one thing in this game so far, and that's you don't see any Highlander and Highlander action with it. They've been avoiding each other. I mean, they've been standing next to each other at one part of this game, and they didn't touch each other. They choose to hit other players.
I did actually lay a block on his Highlander, or tried to lay a block on his Highlander and fell on the go for it. But yeah.
Yeah, that was a half-hearted attempt.
It was a very half-hearted attempt. It was a half-hearted attempt. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, if I get a chance to hit that Highlander, I want to. I really want to, but it's too... Dio's doing a good job of preventing that from happening.
And this is exactly what expected to see. I mean, because you don't really want to use the rules. You can't really use the rules that good on the loners, and they're gonna fail these one dice. Like they're gonna get ones at going for it. They're gonna see ones at dodges. So the game is gonna play very differently from a normal game.
What to do?
And the weather's still nice. I mean, the North team still have some passing options. They still have the,
We do have passing
the
options.
skill advantage.
We don't
with
like the
block and
passing
everything.
options,
I
but
mean,
we do have them.
for the North to score here, we're gonna see a pass at some point if they manage to pick the ball up.
Yeah. You wanted to see Highlander and Highlander action, right? Let's do it.
And this is a smart play. And I mean, we have Shadow here in the chat, so we can ask him.
None of that's good. Let's go with that.
We just looked at the. Was thinking before, if you score like 2 or 3 goals in the game, and then you lose your Highlander, and say that the game, say they score 3 goals, you lose your Highlander, the opposing team scores 2 more goals. Does those 3 goals still stand in the tournament, or have you actually lost the game when you didn't finish the game with your Highlander on the pitch? So I'm gonna wait until Shadow here answers in the Twitch chat. Let's hope he listens in.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it goes back to the player. I mean, I don't want it. You take it. I don't want no part in this.
Absolutely.
That's Borit, snoring son. And his name is Snorason, basically means penis son.
That's good. That's quite entertaining. I like it. Oh yeah, I forgot that you were Scandinavian yourself, Nords. That's right. Yeah, I remember. I remember we played you before in some matches, and yeah. Brilliant.
These names are based in Icelandic and Old Norse languages, so they're quite hard to pronounce some of them.
Good. That's good. It's good to know that they're actually, vaguely period authentic or something, yeah.
You have Sturlarfur that has the ball right now.
Oh, no. Didn't.
And we've seen the leap, it succeeds again. They actually have a reroll here, and they're gonna hit the ball carrier. Are we gonna see the Highlander moving for the pickup here? Probably.
Yep.
Oh, he takes an interesting way there. I guess he has the automatic reroll on the dodge. Huh. We're seeing a brave lineman here.
Wow, that's exciting. That is exciting. What? No! No, 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 no. If I can pick my players up. Well, that's that then.
Saving there for the double skull is that there's no injury. The Highlander is gonna score, and he's only gonna be 2 more SPPs away from leveling up.
Yeah. I think my options for winning this match are limited to only one at this point. There can be only one.
And that's a 2-0 for the deal.
Yeah. Especially since I'll be kicking in a minute as well. It's fun. I need to get some more free hits. That's my excuse. That's all we want. We just want to hit some. We just want to hit some elves. That's all we want, man. I think that's what I'm gonna have to.
We've seen 2 deaths in this game, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, one of them was the wrong side though. You got to get that right, Nods. One of them was the wrong side.
Any 87 player is fine.
It was the wrong kind of death.
Die.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, no one cares about him, but could have done with him to hit some more elves.
What was his name? Hrafnevik.
Yeah. I can't pronounce that, so I'm glad you did. I cannot pronounce that, so I'm glad you did. That's all I'm saying.
You should look at some of the other players' names. They are impossible. Yeah, and this is the perfect defense, so doesn't really help the poor Norse team here. Maybe doesn't make a difference either.
This player likes to be well assisted.
And that armor is holding up very good. And Michael hasn't done a thing all game.
Not really, no.
Some coaches in this tournament have opted to... Oh, and we have an injury. And it's a niggled one.
No one really cares.
Always, no one cares.
Yeah. Temptation to foul now is the temptation to foul now is immense, but I'm not allowed to do it. That's so annoying.
We're gonna be seeing at least one more block here, of course, and yeah, probably just picking up the ball for fun, passing it around.
Nah, can't do anything.
No, as I was saying, some coaches in this tournament has opted to use a big guy, and some of them have done quite well with leveling up their big guys. We have some very nasty miniatures when there's another injury. And now maybe people are going to begin to care, because, I mean, down quite a few players now. 1 death and 2 injuries on the elf team, and it opens up at least options for the Norse team.
Although I've always believed that Wood Elves are the absolute epitome of a team that can manage with less players. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, if they have 2 players on the pitch, they're still a scoring threat, and I mean a big one. Especially if one is a bloodsher with some leap and some other nasty stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, Shadow. Yeah, Shadow's just saying in the Biggest Loser tournament you can foul except if you're the loser, but not in the Highlander tournament. My tempter, it's my own fault.
Didn't really answer our question about the how the rules work for this one. If you have scored with your team and then you lose your Highlander to an injury and missing the next game or something, if you still win the game, if you have more goals than the opponent. And see the Norse fumbling the ball around a bit.
Yeah, it's fun. It landed in a good spot though. Not that I think the elves, even these elves can't score. Well, even the Highlander can't score. The journeyman, yeah.
And the one-turn touchdowns are going to be hard. There are very few teams that can do them, I think, in this tournament.
Yeah,
if there's even any.
I don't think. No, exactly. I know I wasn't shouldn't be fearful of a one-turn touchdown, but oh, I'm gonna get blitzed on my Highlander probably, which is probably what I deserve.
I bet you they can't put 3 McFlurry sandwiches
And that's a success. The armor is holding strong. It was a close one. But yep.
No!
And that's a stun.
I'll take that.
Now the rookies here have lost 3 of their brothers so far in the elf team, so I guess they're getting angry, I guess. Trying to hurt the Norse players here.
Shadow Webster's highlighting if your Highlander leaves miss next game, then the team can only hope for a draw at best. I know I was actually reading out the rules earlier, Shadow, actually, believe it or not. I've got your website. I've got the website up here now, and I was actually reading the Highlander miss next game injuries just while we were at the beginning of the broadcast. Where to see it, I was busy, which is good. Yeah, which is. Oh. Oh, if your Highlander receives a missing next game, yeah. Oh yeah, he's highlighting the fact, probably because I'm letting my Highlander put in very bad positions. I suspect.
No, but that's bound to happen in a tournament like this with lots of special rules. The first few games, we're gonna probably just have to remind ourselves on how the rules work, because it's not an unusual thing. I mean, if we play a normal Blood Bowl game, everyone knows what's happening, and it's automatic everything anyway. Here we have to actually remember things and take things into consideration.
God only knows what I'm doing, but it's fun. Let's do that. That looks great. That clearly looks... I don't know what that is. I don't know what that setup is, but I'm liking it. We're going to go with that.
We see the Norse setting up in a very unconventional defense here.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
Those elves are coming out the walls. That's what's happening.
The saving grace here for the Norse team is that they can actually defend. They have people far back. The problem is that they're probably going to get marked up.
Of course. I hope so. That's what I want. I don't think I'll get marked up by Wood Elves, surely. Surely I'm not going to get marked up by Wood Elves. That would be the ultimate humiliation. Wood Elves aren't going to mark me up, surely. They're going to cage up and do some kind of elf stuff over there. I know they are. Elves aren't going to mark me up for nothing.
We're going to see a strong push here on the attacker's left side. That's the thing you're going to know in this tournament too. I mean, the side that the Highlanders on is probably going to be the one that's going to be pushing the strongest in most of the cases.
Shadow says it reminds me of my favourite T-form. It's kind of a bit like a T-form. I do little arcs with Lizzies and funny little things, but I have a standard. I have a setup I normally use for the Norse, and this definitely isn't it.
Must have glue on their fingers.
And here goes the elves picking up the ball. Gonna hand it off. And the Highlander's gonna probably run up. We're gonna see an elf cage here.
It's possible. I think he's going to run the ball down, surely. Can try and make some progress with the ball. I don't know. He's sitting on 2-0. I mean, I've kind of given up on trying to score. I'll be honest. As soon as my cage was dismantled.
That is a perfectly valid tactic. I mean, that's the reason too where Dio here might be looking at, do I really want to put my Highlander in any sort of risk? Because losing the Highlander here, even if it's only a missing next game, is going to mean that it's going to be a tie. And that isn't bad for Nor's team at this point.
Oh yeah, I have absolutely... I've kind of pretty much given up on that option. I think my only chance of doing anything is to probably try and dismantle the Highlander, but... again, I don't suppose... I don't suppose Dio's going to be nice and let me do that, so... That's
opting for some hybrid thing here. He's protecting his Highlander as best as he can, and he's still moving up the pitch to score. He's still looking at only 2 SPPs for leveling up that guy, so yeah, I'm gonna see a touchdown, of course. And it looks like it switches back.
Like I say, those Wood Elves aren't going to mark me up. Told you they wouldn't. They're going to run away. That's what they're going to do. Cowards. Come back and fight. I'll bite you out. Come back and fight. Yeah, it's going to be unpleasant.
Yeah. It's looking like Nor's only option here is injuring the Highlander and the rest of the game. And to be able to do that, of course, it helps if you reduce the numbers of the elf team as much as possible here.
There's still a long way to go in game, and there's an amount of injuries that I've sustained so far. And there's still that can happen.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if you lose too many players, it's going to be hard for you to protect your Highlander. And it wouldn't be... I don't know what the rules say. Do you have to stand your Highlander up every turn? I can't remember.
It doesn't say that anywhere. I don't think you actually do have to stand your Highlander up. Wow, that's a thought for Nod. I never thought of
you
that.
only get one block on him.
That might be... yeah, that's... I never thought about that. That's kind of...
And with not being able to foul, I mean, that could be a tactic that's used if it's not standard.
Yeah, it probably...
Yeah, I think we have to get a clarification from Shadow about this. You have to stand your Highlander up each turn.
That is definitely a loophole, isn't it? Potentially, or maybe that's the intention.
I mean, otherwise, if you're ahead 2 goals like now and your Highlander goes down, just leave it on the ground and you won.
Yeah, exactly.
You won the game.
That's true.
Put pressure on the ball. Can't argue with that.
Now for the really bad stuff. Let's do it.
Are we gonna see some kind of play?
Wow.
They rolled a 1. Are we gonna see it? Oh, we see the reroll being used.
Yeah, it's the first time my reroll's worked on a loader. I mean, with AG5 and Leap, I mean, nah, but it's worth a try. No, you don't have to stand him up, Shadow.
Shadow is terrifying now. You don't have to stand him up.
Wow.
That makes for interesting tactics, especially for the weaker teams like Elves.
Yep. So it was intentional. It's fair play.
Dance, jump. Is there
And that's a successful leap, and we most likely, yeah, we're gonna see a nice block here, of course. He's just hitting on him on the way out. Making sure to hurt him a bit, stunning him. And
if your opponent's got piling on, he can't pile on when he's down. That's okay.
Nope.
Shadow just said if
piling on players cannot be used can only be used on the block. As far as I know.
Yeah.
So that means Highlander on the
total plane
down
clearance is the only way forward.
Completely safe. Some of the bash here. Bash your Highlander teams. The minions, they can maybe get one, especially against elf teams. I mean, you don't really need a Highlander score. You can easily score with the other AG4 players.
What? I was hoping for a touchback. Yeah.
Didn't you get one in the first half too? Yeah, you got one. Yeah. At the end there, you had 0. You got another one. Now the crowd is crying out for some Highlander on Highlander action. At least injure Highlanders. I want to see more blocks on the Highlanders.
At the same time.
They were promised a bloodbath and they demand to see it. Or the Mighty Blow gonna work?
No. Mighty Blow is never going to work in this game, which is fine. We have come to accept that as a part of life.
And these other guys that don't have piling on, they just keep hurting people. The Lone Wolf has really not been pulling his weight in this team so far.
No, he's not. He's I'd sack him, but I don't think that's an option. I don't think sacking Lone Wolf is gonna go down too well. His lack of vision and his failing to do anything useful.
I mean, that's the thing with going with a low agility Highlander. I mean, they only have one play with it, that's hurting players. And if you can't really get those good injuries, those nice kills in, they are not that useful for their team. Around it. Guardian Horse, you're out for blood. And now we're actually seeing some options here to get to the Highlander. I mean, he's a fast one, but is he fast enough?
Well, I can't blitz him. So, I'm going to push this off the bar. I'm going to push it off the pitch, probably, and then... Oh, no, I'm not. I think that's a good thing. I thought I was going to push it off the pitch and then find some way to... Yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's do that. No, I'm not going to waste a wee on that.
The poor loner finally picked up the ball. And he just tries to pass. Gets too excited.
I told you I'm not that excited about the ball. I'm not that excited about the ball anymore.
That's been basically how the North has been handling the ball so far. I mean, everyone who gets the ball just, I don't want this, I don't want this. Someone else take it.
Yeah, we're not interested in that. What is this ball in which you speak?
They're quite used to hitting things, but this ball play is a new concept to them. Especially these loners. They're complete rookies. They never played a game of Blood Bowl before. They only been hitting things. First time they're on a pitch, they have no idea what they're doing here. And there's a oval thing that's just people are screaming at them to pick up, and they have no idea what to do with it once they have it. Oh, we missed you to tell the people here that Dio has actually skilled up.
Yeah.
He's now the first, I think, Highland that's come up to level 6, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This tournament.
Brilliant.
There are a lot of Highlanders there though, that just like a point away from.
Yeah.
So as they do play their first games, we'll see a lot more level 6s as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Highlander got tired once he got to level 5, so he didn't want to play anymore. He was too anxious and waiting for the tournaments, so he just
Yeah.
set out all the games.
Mine's the same. Mine's only just level 5. I was a bit of a late comer to this tournament, so...
Loner rerolls, they have been working out quite good for the elves this game. And we see, you know, an wood elf cage here around the Highlander.
I like it.
And he doesn't even have the ball. He doesn't even have the ball. I mean, you only see this in this tournament. We see a wood elf cage around one player without the ball.
I don't have the ball. I'm not even bothered. No one has the ball. We're not interested in the ball anymore. What's this ball nonsense? I'm not bothered. Yeah, I'm not.
I think at the moment, just need to keep the Highlander out of the way.
He's an AV7 player, I mean, and there's a Mighty Blow player just with his name on. He's just gonna go for that guy. I mean, you make it the right decision, I think, of protecting him. We are gonna see, it's gonna be hard to build another cage after this one because those elves are not getting away from there.
A fight is about to happen.
He saw the push to get up there and get contact on the Highlander. But of course he has leap, so I mean it's very hard to contain him.
Oh yeah.
And they also are sitting on 5 rerolls. I don't think the coach is gonna hesitate to use one if the leap fails.
Ah, good. He's got the ball. It's always embarrassing when they fumble.
Yeah. Are we gonna see the Norse team moving up here? We probably are. I mean, they don't want to give too many.
No, he's just gonna drop the ball in.
Never mind.
We're not worried about the ball. Well, that war dancer was just one of these where elves is gonna do some bullshit and attack him, and the war dancer was gonna. We want the ball as far up there as possible, man. We just want it as far up the pitch as possible. We can't really. We would quite like to stop him scoring, but you know, it's a secondary consideration at this point, I think. It's definitely a secondary consideration at this point.
The ultimate weapon of a war
I just want to make him do stuff. Wow.
Oh, and we see another fumbled attempt with the ball. I mean, that guy, he needs to practice. I mean, it just proves what we've been saying this whole game here. It's not about the ball in this tournament, and no one cares about the ball. Not even the Highlanders cares about the ball. I mean, they have a highly skilled war dancer here. He's been practicing. He's agile. He's fast. He's strong. Can't even handle the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna see something happening here with that Highlander.
I know he's got sidestep and all kinds of fun, but
Yeah, that tackle on that Highlander was probably an excellent choice. And he has speed up his Highlander here. We have a Mighty Blow player gonna move in on that Highlander. And War Dancer is gonna be hit by a ult. Crowd has gone silent here, anticipating the moment.
This player likes to be well assisted.
And because of that immense strength of that Highlander, it's going to be quite hard for... he's still standing up there. That block is just working out great for that one, but he's going to be hit again. And he's going down, he's going down.
Run later. That's always been my mark.
Could this be the end of the tournament for this one? No, it isn't.
No, shame. Oh, typical. I tried my best. That was a great opportunity. Tried my best to hurt
Yeah,
him.
we have Spawn of Cthulhu here saying, I want a death to get that war dancer out of here. He doesn't like
I
that war
agree with you,
dancer.
Spawn. I agree with you. I would like that. I tried my best, man. Just Lone Wolf isn't doing the
He is
business
a
tonight.
big threat.
Need to get rid of the ball.
Lone Wolf just isn't. Lone Wolf just isn't playing the game, man. He's just not playing the game. He had 3 efforts. 3 efforts. I gave him 3 chances to hurt that war dancer. Didn't take one of them.
I mean, Lobo should be used to being the star player in his team, but it feels like he's just not comfortable with all these new Norse teammates around. I don't know what's happening in that locker room before the fight here, before the game here, but yeah, it might have been ugly.
We are following the rules, yeah. We've been good. I've not fouled once. I wanted to, NTB.
Over the player. Oh, what grace! What nimbleness!
Ah,
The war dance was never off.
never off.
The war dance was never off.
He's been on the pitch the whole time.
I've tried to put the war dancer off. I knew that was one of the, I knew that was in the rules. I highlighted it earlier. That yeah.
Yeah, if you kill a Highlander, I mean, especially in one of the first games, I mean, I guess it's an automatic win for every team after that's going to face that team.
That's true.
So
That's
that
true.
is a lot of games.
But my chance of actually winning through a touchdown isn't really great either. So, do you know what I mean?
These elves don't know that they're loners. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's only been one failed reroll from the loners in the elf team, if even one. And other side, we've seen at least 3 on the Norse team here. There's a definite difference between these 2 teams when it comes to understanding what this game is about.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And we are going to see a block, of course, on the Highlander here.
I don't know how we're going to see a
Question is-
block on the Highlander. Well, we might do, yeah. I don't know. It's difficult because it's going to be a 1 dice block if I do it. Maybe. No. Only one way to victory here, Jofo NTB says. I totally agree, mate. Totally agree. There is only one way to victory here. It ain't through scoring. It ain't through scoring. I totally know. I know that. It isn't through scoring. There is only one way to victory here. He's absolutely right, NTB. There is only one way to victory here. Yeah.
And another thing, hurting those loners late in the game doesn't really do anything.
Not really,
That's
no.
something, I mean, if you hurt them with your Highlander, of course, and you rack up some extra star player points here, but other than that, I mean, there's just no point really to try to even hurt the players. You see the ball carrier, of course, getting involved here because he doesn't care that he's holding a ball.
Pow,
And
pow,
he'll see the one
pow.
guy.
Nah.
Are we gonna see a reroll? No, we don't see a reroll.
Elf. I think Shadow's talking about can the skinks. I actually think the skinks have got probably quite good survivability with lots of dodge. I think they probably might have some survivability.
Yeah,
I have faith in skinks.
They could be a very, very good team. Of course, they don't have a passing game, even if they are AG3. But yeah, they're gonna be fast. They're gonna be dodging around.
It is going to be interesting what happens with the skinks.
You're gonna have
I really
a
do
big
think.
guy there protecting them. Because is it a Cox or a Source? Oh, that's a fatal one.
Die. No.
And that's a double fail.
I can't foul him either. It's gutting. It's utterly gutting. What am I supposed to do about that? I'm not happy. Oh dear.
And that's actually the third double 1-0.
Yeah, he's been doing some good stuff, Mr. Dio here, but really, there's some practice. I mean, he's gonna have to train. And the question I think everyone's asking himself, are we even gonna see this Highlander standing up anymore in this game, or is he gonna be kept on the ground here, because there's no chance of getting outscored here at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that. Well, that we were just discussing that earlier. Spawn that actually could just leave him on the pitch. Yeah, leave him sat down, laid down, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Maybe that's going to be the tactic of this elf team. I mean, you're up 2 or 3 goals, you run to one part of the pitch, you dodge and hope to fail, and you stay on the ground. But I think Lone Wolf is after some blood here. I mean, he wants to injure someone. He wants to kill someone.
He does. He really does. I can assure you, Lone Wolf really does want to hurt someone badly. Preferably the Highlander, but that's not going to happen.
Spawn of Cthulhu asking here. Spawn of Cthulhu is asking in chat. So either you could leave him on the ground and keep him safe. Yeah, and that's basically what could be done, because no one can foul a Highlander on the ground, and there's no skill really to hurt them. So.
I still don't like the idea of doing that though. That just seems, I don't know.
I think you should lose one. I think you should lose one score every turn you leave your Highlander on the ground when you could have stood him up. And what is going to happen?
We're having fun killing elves anyway, hurting elves, beating elves up, but it is good fun. That's what I'm playing this tournament for, is to hurt elves. So I was very happy when I got placed in. I was very happy when I got placed in a division with 2 sets of elves. I was like, yeah, death to the pointies. Yeah, I know, Spawn. We discussed it with Shadow earlier. I don't know. Shadow's made the. I don't know. Shadow. Shadow seemed to say he could leave him down, but which is fair enough. I mean, I don't know. Shadow's tournament. He's done a lot of work to get this up and going. I'm happy, so it's up to him. Obviously, he's the boss man. Yeah, he should maybe clarify it. Yeah. No.
We're seeing him stand up here. He's a sport.
Yes, he's a sport at least. I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
There might not be a need for implementing any rule about that because I think most people that join this tournament is in for the fun. I think most people, especially in the early turns, I mean turn 16, turn 15, might see some Highlanders stay on the ground, but I don't think we're going to see a Highlander stay on the pitch lying down for 8 turns or something. I don't think people sign up for this tournament to play that way.
No. Oh, yes, I think Shadow's saying that that's the rule, basically, and because that's the way I mean, that's fair enough, not wanting to change the rules partway through a tournament makes perfect sense to me, I suppose.
Either way is fine with me. I mean, this, as we were speaking about, I mean, this is bound to happen. I mean, there's a new way of playing the game, or new rules. Things are bound to come up once we play a few games. We're gonna realize that some tactics are valid, some are not. I mean, there's some loopholes here and there. And it just gives Shadow some options to adjust this until this tournament rotates again.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think the players that's going to be playing maybe the next Highlander tournament after this one, I think we're gonna learn a lot from this one, and we're probably gonna see lots of different teams and different Highlanders.
Oh yeah.
And here we're gonna see a handoff, of course, of trying to hand the ball off to the Ulster, those SPPs.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to that stage, hasn't it? Let's be honest. It has got to that stage where I'm trying desperately to fend off some elves pointlessly. Nasty elvesies. Make them suffer. I'm going to try one last desperate effort, I'm sure that's going to happen as well. She's probably not going to get past the first hurdle. But we'll go for it. We'll see what happens.
I mean, looking at it like this, if you're looking at the rule about being able to stay on the ground, I mean, if you have, for example, a miniature with, say, tentacles and tails and everything, mighty blow, all, and you have finally marked that player, I mean, he's gonna die if he has to stand up every turn. The game is over, the tournament is over for that team. So
This isn't going to work.
Sense.
Oh yeah, it's been great fun, Shadow, yeah. Pow, no. Of course not.
Yeah, that wood answer is hard to put on the ground. And his arm has been holding up the two times, right? He's been on the ground. One.
I know.
They leap.
I'm shocked though. My Ulf has sidestep, dodge, and block, but managed to put him down. Not happy. It's all good. Probably through better play, I'm sure. That's what it was. Dio's better play.
And we're not even seeing that reroll being used there. I'm quite surprised with that one. But, I mean, guess never reroll a safe roll there.
Need to be close. Smell your breath and see the dead insects.
Oh, and he's pushing away there.
Yeah.
The question is, are we going to see another try to hurt that Highlander, or are we only going to see the score here? Or the attempted scoring?
It's going to be famous. If it's going to happen, it would be a... Oh no, I agree, Shadow. I think no fouling rules.
We're not arguing against the fouling or laying on the ground. We're just pointing out different tactics here. We are just discussing how the games will be played.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh no, I'm...
But I mean, as the coaches here can attest to, I mean, the fouling fingers itching when you have that Highlander on the ground. I mean, you just want to jump.
I'm just so desperate. Yeah, no, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's a good rule actually, because yeah, I mean, I would have just been fouling. Anytime I got the Highlander on the ground, I'd be gang fouling him any given opportunity, if I'm honest.
The Dirty Lesson is going to be a horrible game for all the players involved.
Oops. Lost the party. Hello? I seem to have lost the party somehow, so I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. I lost the party. I seem to have lost the party somehow. But there we go. Oops. Oh, I meant to turn him down. Oh gosh. Turn down, turn down, turn down, turn down, turn down.
Highlander, which is quite lucky.
I've just wasted some money on buying a player. I need to get rid of him. Oh yeah. I just wasted some money on buying a player. I clearly need to get rid of him. That was a mistake. Oh. Keep losing the party. I'm going to try and get back in the party again. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I don't know what keeps happening. I keep losing.
All these players that you could hire, but you can't.
I know. I think I'm not. I didn't hire them. I thought I'd accidentally hired one. I thought I'd
Let's see
accidentally
if your
hired one.
microphone works now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I can hear you, but you can't hear me. Hello?
Can't. No, it's breaking up bad.
Sorry.
Try again.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I accidentally thought I'd bought a player, which would have been quite outrageous, but yeah. That's good. Well, it was great fun. Yeah, thanks. Are you still there, Dio? Thank you very much for the game. A sound. No, it was good fun. I actually really enjoyed it. It was, yeah, it was a sound schooling in elf stuff, which is great, as you expect nothing else from it. That's brilliant, yeah, it's brilliant. You played really well, so it's been a fantastic game.
You're breaking up, but I think we have to continue the chat in the Discord after.
Yeah,
if you want to say something, because we are not getting anything of what you're saying at the moment. I'm sorry, mate.
Alright, no worries, mate. Thank you.
Thanks again for
Yeah,
it was,
yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, brilliant.
No
Thanks a lot,
problem.
mate.
Wish
Thanks,
luck.
thanks.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
mate.
Bye-bye. Yep, okay, I'll cut the broadcast with that then. Thank you very much. That was Highlander Tournament in CoachShadow.com. Check it out.